What you can see behind us is a joint effort between our British partners and the 43rd MRBC out of Fort Cavazos, Texas. And what we're doing is we're going to get maneuver across this wet gap. And so they're in the process of building bridges and rafts so that we can cross armored vehicles and wheeled vehicles to the far side.
It's a simple drill, it's enabling action that allows them to get over an obstacle and get after the enemy on the far bank. Whilst we're out here in Poland, we're working with the Americans as well. It's just really good to get after how each other do business.
It is an advantage, a strategic advantage, to be able to maneuver someplace that people wouldn't expect that you're coming from. So it allows you to get around or behind the enemy. And so what you don't see behind me, though, is all of the coordination and effort that went in to enable this, to make this happen, all the protection that was necessary. In Europe, you're going to see about every 100 kilometers, there's going to be a 100-meter wet gap that you're going to have to cross. And so if you're maneuvering through an area, this is one of the challenges you're going to have to face. This is one of the most difficult things that we do in the Army because of all of the forces you have to bring together to make this successful.
This is another great opportunity to get after sets and reps, as we say, with real traffic. So for my troops, it's always quite difficult to do training scenarios and get brigade manoeuvre troops over. It's always awesome for them to get M1 Abrahams over, to get Leopard 2 tanks, Leclercs, M88s, Challenger 2. They love it, they absolutely love it. There's nothing better than being around armour and around the rest of the British Army and throwing them over the other bank. So doing it with the Polish and the US at the same time, it's extra bonus. I'm really lucky because my team are excellent. They're great at what they do, they're really professional.
So what we're doing in the exercise is ferrying vehicles and tanks, heavy vehicles across the water. We do a thing called close coupling and open coupling. So that means we can couple into other rigs and make a ferry or a bridge if we need to.
We're practicing to take vehicles over on a pond that's still water, which is extremely different to a river that has a current. It makes it slightly more challenging, but it's good practice if we ever have to do it in the future.
And I think this just really demonstrates what our abilities and capabilities are, and doing it with our partners. It's been good. Sometimes some different language, some different vocabulary, but I think it's really the same things. We have the same procedures. The takeaway for me, and I think the takeaway for everybody else, is that we're able to do this. We can be called upon to deploy to a foreign land, conduct these operations which are really complex. We can integrate with our partners and we can work together. We can develop a plan and execute it successfully. I think if we can do that here today, we can do this anywhere.